Hello, dear students. My name is Bankeshwar Panigrahi. So, in our last class, we have discussed about different file access methods in operating system. So, today we are going to discuss about different types of file directory structures. That means how many ways are there to organize our files within our computer system. That is called as the directory structure of the files. So directory means the number of or the list of the number of files associated with each other are called as a directory. So how many types of directory structures are there in operating system? How we can organize the different type of files within our computer system? We are going to discuss about all these topics in our files directory structures. Okay. So first we may go to the notes. What is a directory? A directory can be defined as a listing of the related files on the disk. The directory may store some or the entire file attributes. So a directory is a container that is used to contain folders and files. It organizes files and folders into a hierarchical manner. To get the benefit of different file systems on the different operating systems, a hard disk can be divided into the number of partitions of different sizes. The partitions are also called as volumes or mini disks. That means any folders or any files may be further divided into different sizes or different files or folders to store some data related to both the folders. As like we are partition our hard disk into different drives to store our different types of information or data within the drives, and all the drives are associated to a single hard disk. Then we consider the hard disk as a directory which contains different types of partitions like C, D, F, G, etc. And their structures are like a hierarchical manner of storing different types of partitions into a single hard disk. Okay. So as like that, the files are arranged basically in three structured formats, that is single level directory structure, two level directory structure, and tree level directory structure. Okay. So these three types of structures are we are using for storing our files inside our computer systems. Okay. So each partition must have at least one directory in which all the files of the partition can be listed. A directory entry is maintained for each file in the directory which stores all the information related to that file. A directory can be viewed as a file which contains the metadata of the bunch of files. Here the metadata means data about the data is called as the metadata. So there are several logical structures of a directory. These are given below. First one is single level directory, two level directory, and tree structured directory. Okay. So first we are going to discuss about single level directory. So this is the simplest method for storing the files on a disk. The entire system will contain only one directory which is supposed to mention all the files present in the file system. The directory contains one entry for each file present on the file system. Okay. That means in single level directory we are maintaining only a one level, those which are arranged the files whatever inserted by the user. Okay. So that's why it is given here that the entire system will contain only one directory which is supposed to maintain all the files present in the file system. Within one level or within one directory, we are arranging all the files those are present in the computer system are called as the single level directory structure. Because here level is 1, that's why it is called as the single level directory structure. Okay. Advantages are implementation is very simple because here level is 1. If the sizes of the files are very small, then the searching becomes faster. Because here level is 1, that's why if we want to search a file, then we have to go for searching only one level, not for the multiple levels. Here we can only search a single level, that's why here searching is also becomes very faster. Okay. So file creation, searching, deletion is very simple since we have only one directory. As I told you, because of one level or one directory, here all type of file operations can be easy to perform. Okay. Next, disadvantages are we can't have two files with the same name. That means duplicacy is not allowed in case of directory, one level directory structure. The directory may be very big, therefore searching for a file may take so much time. Protection cannot be implemented for multiple users and there are no ways to group same kind of files. Next one is two level directory. So here as the name suggests that levels are 2 or directories are 2. So the topmost directory is called as the parent directory or master directory, and the further directories or the further levels are called as the child directories. Okay. Or the second level directories we can also call it. Okay. That's why it is given here that, so because here we are maintaining two levels, that's why it is called as the two level directory structure. In two level directory systems we can create a separate directory for each user. There is one master directory which contains separate directories dedicated to each user. That means the master directory is divided into some directories and the slave directories or the child directories is again subdivided into some directories. That's why here level is 2, then it is called as the two level directory structure. Okay. For each user there is a different directory present at the second level containing group of users file. So the system does not let a user enter in the other users directory without the permission. That means here without the permission of the any directory, another directory cannot enter into the directory structures, different type of directory structures. Here is the master directory and these are called the user directories. So next there are files are there. So here label is 2. That's why it is called as a 2-level directory structure. Okay, this is the diagrammatic representation of 2-level directory structures. To go to the files, we will reach 2 number of directories. That's why the labels are 2. Then it is called as the 2-level directory structure. So the characteristics of 2-level directory system are: each file has a path name as username and directory name. So different users can have the same file name. That means here duplicacy is allowed, and searching becomes more efficient as only one user's list needs to be traversed. The same kind of files cannot be grouped into a single directory. That means same kind of files are not grouped into a single directory for a particular user, and every operating system maintains a variable as a password pwd which contains the present directory name, so that the searching can be done appropriately. Okay. So next advantage is we can give full paths like username and directory name. Different users can have same directory as well as a file name. Searching of files become more easy due to path name and user grouping are defined. And the disadvantages are: a user is not allowed to share files with other users. Still, it's not very scalable. 2 files of the same type cannot be grouped together in the same user. So this is the disadvantages point. That's why we move to our tree-level directory structure, okay, or tree-structured directory. So in tree-structured directory, there we will form a number of directories by using a single directory. That's why it looks like a tree-like structure or hierarchical structure. That's why it is called as the tree-structured directory level. Okay. So in tree-structured directory system, any directory entry can either be a file or subdirectory. Tree-structured directory system overcomes the drawbacks of 2-level directory system. That is, the similar kind of files can now be grouped in one directory. Each user has its own directory and it cannot enter in the other user's directory. However, the user has the permission to read the root's data, but he can't write or modify it. That means here the labels are more than 2. That's why it is called as the tree structure directory. And for each label, there is a root directory or master directory is there. And the root or master directory is subdivided into number of directories. And again, the subdirectories will divide into more number of subdirectories. And the division of the subdirectory is treated as the master directory. That's why here the user has the permission to read the root's data, but the user cannot write any of the root's data, or any will not modify, the user will not modify any root's data. Only administrator of the system has the complete access of root data. Searching is more efficient in this directory structure, and the concept of current working directory is used. A file can be accessed by 2 types of path, either relative path or absolute path. So absolute path is the path of the file with respect to the root directory of the system, while relative path is the path with respect to the current working directory of the system. So these are the tree-structured diagram representation. Root level directories are home, bin, lib, because they are manufactured by the manufacturer or the administrator. and the file and subdirectories are user1, user2, ls, vi. These are the subdirectories. So here home is treated as the master directory for user1 and user2, and bin is treated as the master directory of ls and vi, and the user1 and user2 again divided into subdirectories, and for those subdirectories the user1 and user2 are treated as the what? Root directories. Okay. So to move the files, absolute path is two types: absolute path and relative path. So absolute path is the path with respect to the root directory of the system, while relative path is the path with respect to the current working directory of the system. Next, advantages are: it is very generalized since full path name can be given, very scalable, the probability of name collision is less, searching becomes very easy, we can use both absolute and relative paths. So absolute path is related to the master directory and relative path is related to the current working directory. Okay. So disadvantages are: every file does not fit into the hierarchical model. Files may be saved into multiple directories. We cannot share files within the directories. It is inefficient because accessing a file may go under multiple directories. Okay. So this is all about the different directory structures are there of file systems. So how many type of directory structures are there? 3 types of directory structures are there: single level directory, 2 level directory, and 3 level directories. Okay. So the directory structure is generally hierarchical in nature. Okay. So this is all about the directory structure. I hope you understand this section. Listen carefully and read it carefully. If any doubt, then ask me. Okay. Thank you.